time, skating contests everywhere. He finished 6th place in Rio, even with the slam.
Well, luckily that slam was like Glasgow.
Yeah.
Which is why the slam took place.
It's true, he was going for the win.
That's right. There's only one way to win. That's to risk losing completely. That's actually really surprising to watch him not pull the back 270 whip, because he's very good at that.
I mean, it's weird to see him fail even one time in a run. He's a contest skater. He knows exactly what he's going to do. So to see him fall a few times, unheard of. But skateboarding is tough, as we know. Some days you get on your board and it just doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
Not there.
Yeah, and then some days you get on your board and you feel like a giant and everything's small.
And hopefully that's the day of, you know, the contest, filming something. Suchu.
Mark Suchu is killing it.
Inventor of the Suchu grind. It's a slippery deck up there.
It is actually. The roll-in right over here is really slick too. He's wearing the Ben Reamer shirt who we just recently lost. Respect. Did not know that he was going to be so good in the contest until recently.
Mark Suchu, so he's always had the talent. He's a guy that he's a thinker. He figured out what he needed to do for him to make Street League work, and it has. Like, it's been so cool to watch. Last year was weird. Like,
yeah,
he figured it out, and he's just handling it.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to be so good at the contest and then enjoy the contest as well so much, because he is a thinker and he's a street innovator.
Right.
And a lot of times that doesn't translate to contest ripper.
He's like playing like Moneyball out here. Like, here's what I'm good at. This is what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna make it work.
That's right.
So Aurelien Giraud from France, he's hard flipped across the continent, and he is a contest killer.
It's funny. Sean Malto just did a demo at the local park that Aurelien skates all the time, and he told me, "Hey, you know that park that Aurelien skates? That was insane." He's like, "Dude, it's so big. Everything is so big. I don't understand how if you weren't pro, you would ever skate it at all."
I guess that's a good way to get really good.
That's right. That's how Tiago got so good. Every rail and ledge at his local park is gigantic. Look at that. Wow. Fake.
So Aurelien finished 4th in Rio, trying to keep it going here to kick off 2019, a 6-point even for run number 1. And Felipe Gustavo. Qualified in the Street League in 2015. So he's one of these guys that's kind of he's a veteran now. Tech, very precise.
Very.
If he's not landing his tricks false, he's not landing his tricks.
That's right. Skates an abnormally skinny board in comparison to what everybody else is on.
What size are you riding these days, Chris?
8.5.
8.5.
Always. I mean, quite honestly, I'd see a bigger board if I had one. That was a risky run move, but you know what? Gotta risk it.
Every trick he does is risky because he's just all tech. I mean,
That's right.
He's very tech. So if he's not doing that stuff, he's not doing anything because that's what he does. Nollie flip nose slides, switch back tails, switch flip back tails.
He just switched back tail to the very last millimeter of that handrail.
7.1, good score. Kelvin Hoffler. So an average score of 8 across the board just gets you into 8th right now. So you know you're going to have to do better than that by the time this heat's over. That's a tall order. For Kelvin, it's not. He's a 9 skater.
He's also a run skater.
And a best trick skater.
He has a big bag for best trick, but then he also has like a solid run history.
He really does.
A lot of the runs is putting together a run. Like, where do I start from? Plus, what do I hit? What makes the most sense to hit?
And what hard trick can you do first that you're not going to fall on?
That's the thing. But, I mean, in Street League, what hard tricks can I do that I'm not going to fall on? That's hard. That's tough.
Look at that, though. Just kick flip back tail and fakey every try. And that's time.
And keep your eye on the G-Shock block over there.
That run was unbelievable, incredible, high speed, tons of tricks. He flowed, he linked all the tricks together.
As he does. It'll be good.
So the average for 8th is going to be going up very soon. 9 club, Kelvin Hoffler, rewarded for that run. Chock full of tricks.
Of spinnery.
All right, Nyjah Huston needs no introduction.
He started out the run with a deep breath and talk about linking tricks together for a run. Nyjah's been doing that since the beginning of this contest. Together, coming in with like 6 seconds left. Oh! Wow! Ace, that was sick. For the crowd, he put back.
Also just throwing mortified tricks, not just 50-50s and grinds, but legit tricks.
Which is really funny because in the beginning of this contest, when it first started, his quarter pipe skills were like that.
Agreed. In the finish.
Look at this move. That's hard.
Wow.
And he sweeps it on the ground. The new concrete didn't stop him.
So obviously it's going to be a massive score.
Yeah, that's...
9 club, 9.0 even, matching Kelvin Hoffler's start.
That makes sense.
Heat 6, Heat 5, living up to the expectations so far. Ivan Montero on deck. He didn't have the start he wanted.
What's funny is the first run jitters, they don't stop because you're in the 5th heat. It doesn't matter. When you get on the course, no matter how many of these you've skated, you always feel like you were carved out of wood.
Wow. Well, Ivan handling it in run number 2. 10 seconds left. He makes 360 flip to anything every try.
That's surprising.
Wow.
Did he squeeze that in?
He may have. He did a lot of tricks in that run. But when you are a skater like Ivan, the judges need to see you make all your tricks because you're not necessarily showing them anything surprising. I think that's a difference.
Yeah.
Even though it's all incredibly difficult and technical.
Also, the way that your body is positioned when you're doing it, if it looks like you did it easily, sometimes that counts against you.
6.0 for Yvonne. He's got to go to the best trick. Suchu coming off a 7 on his first run.
That was a much better 180 grind this time. That's a great quarter pipe move.
Agreed.
Putting them together. He rules. I get stoked every single time I see him here.
It's a very nice change of pace compared to a lot of, we get used to certain types of skating. He brings something totally different to the table.
And I think that that's just him. That's how he skates. If you went on tour with him, that's how he would skate street spots. Play him in a game of skate, that's how he skates. I mean, I'm not afraid to say it. He seriously beat the hell out of me in a game of skate in Brazil. It was insane.
That's saying a lot. That is saying a lot.
Hey, it happens, man.
Damn, dude, the blood faking.
So we saw him bail the cab back lift, but it started with the blunt fake.
Yeah.
Messed up his setup.
6'8", he's computing.
Aurelien Giraud down in 29th place. So some of the rookies struggling a little bit so far.
I think that's good. That's growing pains. You know what? Nobody rides for free. Everybody needs to struggle a little.
That's weird. But hey, skateboarding.
Yeah.
It's like,
that was actually super weird. I know skateboarding, but like weird.
yeah, for him.
More weird. It's just, I don't know. Maybe there's foul play here. Maybe somebody messed with his board.
Somebody waxed his wheels.
Somebody like dumped the water on his grip taper.
Yeah. So Aurelien,
Furious.
another run that's going to be a write-off. It's going to come down to best tricks. You know he's got them. He's got 100 best tricks. They only have 5 tries.
I mean, he really does.
Yeah. When he gets warmed up on a handrail, and that board starts flinging. All right, Felipe Gustavo coming off a 7.1 on his first run. Solid.
Super solid. It's funny that he kickflip crooks now. That's a newer one for him.
Falling.
Oh, grab that phone, put that back in your pocket. That is the bummer with chino pockets right there. The phones slide out.
Did you skate with a phone in your pocket in a contest?
I actually did for a while, and then I started handing off my phone to Red every time she was here.
Did you ever skate with keys in your pockets?
I skate with keys and a phone in my pocket every time I go street skating.
When you skated Wallenberg with the 360 flip, did you have anything in your pockets?
I bet I did. I don't remember.
That's funny.
I think I shook the hard drive on that, you know, shook the hard drive loose. Can't really remember much from it.
Kelvin Hoffler, wow, was his first run amazing. And I expect we're going to see it again.
Yeah, of course. There he goes, hitting the front truck on the rail, but still pulling off. Hey, if he made that, that would have been sick. The Fabrizio, 1 foot.
Oh, switch judo.
Judo.
Kelvin.
That's scary, you know? Oh!
To be able to pull that out.
That was
kickflip front
really
nose.
cool. Very John Alley-esque kickflip front nose. You know what? That kickflip front nose was a highlight for me. I can already tell.
After time, kickflip back lip. Crowd's backing it.
Yeah, they're cool with it.
So he still packed in a lot of tricks.
Look at that kickflip front nose. Man, he got in and hung in there. Watch him just sit. He has that toe hanging off of his front foot to act as a brake in case it starts sliding out, and that is the mark of a good front noser.
Kickflip back tail to fakie again. 8.3. A good score considering, you know, he's so good. He can still get in the 8s with falls.
Yep.
This guy, Nyjah, he's another one.
I mean, even the best fall down sometimes. Is what some corny soft rock song
Might as
said.
well get it out of the way with that, and then just finish with all of this. You know, I think like he's good when he has like a vendetta, and I think like something like that can set him off, where he's just like,
Yeah, does he
that's
ever
it.
not have a vendetta?
He probably has varying levels of vendetta.
That's actually true. He does not want the contest, the board, anyone in it to beat him, ever. It's just, that's much too much for him. And wow, he did that good. It seemed like that was in fast forward, right? Like, that seemed faster than it should have been.
It was, technically it was after time because of his false start, I'm guessing. Either way, he's looking at finishing this heat in first place if he puts down even 2 relatively decent best tricks.
And if we know anything about him, or have ever heard his name, or have ever seen him ever, we know that he can do that.
8.1, that run was mental, and it got an 8.1. All right. Nyjah, Huston, and Calvin Hoffler looking good to make final as we head into the best trick. Inside Copper Box Arena in London, England for the 2019 SLS World Tour. These are the current standings in the semifinals with Best Trick and Heat 5 still to go. Shane O'Neill and Manny Santiago are guaranteed their spot in the final. Everyone else is a sitting duck. And all these skaters in Heat 6 can come and get them. Toss them out.
That's right. That's a scary place to be, as I know.
Yvonne Montero Struggling in the run section some. He has a strong mind though. Contest killer. He's gonna come back with his best tricks. He does seem a little off though.
I bet it's nerve-wracking. Last heat does have its disadvantages as well.
540 lip slide.
Is that what you call it?
It makes it easier to say.
Sure.
So 270 lip, 270. How much does the late 180 matter?
I mean, he's going to get scored as it's a buck trick. He's going to get scored as though it's a buck trick either way. Doesn't matter if you do it on the ground or not. I mean, there's no way to not do it on the ground with how low that hand row ends.
Heard. Ivan trying to dig himself out of a hole. A 7.9 buck score, just like you said.
It's good. What has Suchu got up his sleeve though? Because he's weird.
Yeah.
He's got the weird tricks. Like the Suchu grind.
Suchu grind.
I love it when we get the signature dude doing the signature grind.
And you know when you have your own trick, do you feel like it's a little risky? Like you're kind of obligated to make it.
Totally obligated to make it.
Yeah.
Like when you don't make it, then somebody else can take it. It's like you're playing for pink slip.
That was beautiful.
That was awesome.
He doesn't call it the Suchu grind. He calls it a Hopkins grind. But forget that. It's a Suchu grind. I don't care what he calls it.
Is that like his mother's maiden name or something?
No, the true story, he said, I'm going to call it the first word I see or think of after I land it. And he looked up and it was like, Hopkins Chevrolet. And he's like, it's a Hopkins grind.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he did that in Malvern, Pennsylvania.
Is that where Hopkins Chevy is?
Well, that's where the Great Valley rails are.
Okay. All right. That's where it was invented.
The little tiny handrails that he did it on.
Felipe Gustavo in best trick attempt number 1.
See, that's weird. Don't play it safe. You're gnarly. You know, if he does a nollie foot crook, that's great. But like, you better know you're doing the nollie foot crook.
All right, Hoffler coming off a 9 and an 8.3. Hey now, half gap nose, back tail.
On a handrail. Just action Jackson right here. Look how he lands so square. And as soon as he's in, he's already setting up to pop out, and he lands right on the bolt.
There is no time.
He did that trick as though it was a snowboard.
9. Club. Kelvin Hoffler.
Makes sense.
His second 9 here in the semis. He's got like a 9 printing press. He's just cranking them out.
Yeah.
All right, Nyjah, he's not Vendetta. All right.
How is he? He's so good.
I love it because Nyjah never gets lazy about like, oh, I'll just do all my usuals either.
No.
He's always pushing.
Well, it's like, oh, that trick? Yeah, I got that one too.
And that one that I usually do, I'll take it to forward.
He has a really good mental game too because he'll remember what people got scored for certain tricks all in his own head. And he'll just be like, oh yeah, they got scored really good for that trick, I remember.
8.4. So Nyjah and Kelvin just working their way up the board, each with 3 scores now. Ivan Montero coming in for best trick try number 2.
Oh man.
That's a classic Ivan. Putting the hand down though, boom. I mean, it's like Docksville.
It's so funny. It may as well be a trap door. The moment you put your hand down, you may as well have hit the eject button.
It's like when you buy a car and it loses $5,000 of value when you drive it off the lot. It's like that.
Yeah.
5.3.
Just smoked instantly.
Those extra 3 points. Good night, Irene. Suchu. Coming off an 8.7 and following it up with a cab backlift forward.
That was so sick. Again, with like he twists the shoulders, but then whips the hips a little bit extra. Like he thinks of it as a half cab and then a backlift.
And not looking like he's putting any real energy into it. Very casual and relaxed.
Yep.
7.8.
He's like, where's the camera?
There it is. Ben Reimers, rest in peace. Suchu is a master chess player at this point.
He might actually be a master chess player as well. Look at that! Just aggressive behavior. So hard flip, like, here's the deal. I don't know how you don't break your board doing this. Look how high he goes above the handrail and then drops down on it.
He almost ran out of rail to get the front board in.
He did. But you don't want to do it on a longer rail because then you got to deal with more rail if you don't get in.
But
like, respect.
Aurelien needs some big scores. 9 club.
You see that face? He was like,
Needed that.
I'll take it,
He's
but
like,
I'm surprised.
Only 3 more to go, he said. Felipe Gustavo. He needs at least 3 big scores. And now he has 3 tries to get them. Kelvin Hoffler in next. I mean, he's on his way. He just needs to make 1 trick. He's in 17th place, but a 5.6 gets him into 8th. Anything more than that starts moving him up.
So,
There you go. Biggie front blunt fakie.
he remembers. Berger did it.
What did Berger get? Do you remember? I might be able to find out.
8 point something.
It was an 8. Wait.
I love how you're still swiping on the screen. It's not moving anywhere.
Berger did it for an 8.8.
I don't know if it's going 8.8 though. Unless they start checking notes.
8.6.
Okay, that makes sense. Berger did it perfectly, and he did it before Kelvin.
Wow! Nollie heel backflip fakie. Nyjah.
No, hey, the hype is real and it's worth it. It's warranted. Look how good he does that.
Couldn't be done better.
No, that was video part execution.
A 6.6 puts him into the top 8. An 8.5 moves Nyjah into 6th place.
Now he's playing to try to get a better position when he goes into final.
Because by the way, Kelvin Hoffler is in 1st place. Ivan Montero in 24th, looking for his 4th score. So it still could turn out to be Ivan's day, but it doesn't look like it.
You know, that's a really short rail to be getting that frisky with.
Suchu needs a 9.4.
Okay, so we've never seen that.
Going for a 10.
He's going, Suchu on his way to a 10.
All right, I mean, this is not the final. Aurelien also struggling some today. He's gonna have to put down his last 2 tries or it's over. Felipe Gustavo needs 3 huge scores. Fact, that's gonna be it. Felipe's gonna be out with that. Phone's out of the pocket again.
That's just, you know, it's like everybody's hat falling off when they do 360 tricks.
Kelvin Hoffler, 1st place, a 34.9. That's a score that wins. This is warm-up for the final. And it still has 2 tries left.
And oddly enough, that was the trick that he messed up on Rio.
Good point.
But he was going to have to kickflip out of that one in Rio. Or big spin. Now we go back tail. Ooh, almost. Dude, he's still got goes for it though.
Well, Nyjah is in 6th. There's still the potential. He could fall on all the rest of his tricks, get bumped out by Ivan and Aurelien and Felipe Gustavo. No,
is that
can't.
real?
No, actually,
okay.
I think he may have sealed it
because I thought you were a big liar. Pretty sure you were lying.
I was.
Not intentional.
Suchu, here we go. Is he gonna make this? NBD, SLS history right here.
Everybody wants to see that.
Suchu's left it to come down to his final try, though.
That's reckless behavior. Man, when you're flying through the air for that long, you already know you didn't flick it right. Do you reach down, try to grab it, and flip it over? Do you try to late flip it with your foot? What do you do there?
That's cool, but
that's cool. Oh no!
Felipe Gustavo is out with 1 try left. Kelvin Hoffler is in, no matter what. So Manny Santiago is now officially in also in 3rd place. Nyjah is in the final. He's staying there, whether he lands any more tricks or not.
He never takes it easy, though. That is crazy.
I love when Nyjah's feeling it because you get to see the best of the best.
Yeah.
Beyond.
Yeah, the blast radius of Stoke is pretty wide. Look at that. That's a heavy trick.
The setup of the feet on that trick and the tuck before the pop are so intense. 9 club, just for fun. And Nyjah Huston moves into 1st place. He wasn't happy being in 6th and staying there and skating somewhere in the mix in the final and leaving it to Kelvin to decide who wins.
No, that was basic economy seat for him.
Ivan, 360 flip nose slide, shove. Bit of a toe drag. Drive it off the lot.
Toe dragging.
So it wasn't Ivan's day, even though he still did some great skating.
Yeah.
8.5. No deductions for the toe drag.
All right.
Here we go.
So excited. Oh no!
What happened?
Too much pressure.
All right.
Not hitting his tail on the way in because he was thinking about the full cab too much. How do I get the rotation?
Aurelien has no hope. This is all for the love.
He was going for that 360 flip front feeble, which is an impossible trick.
Felipe Gustavo. This is for the Stoke. Switch flip back tail, shove it. Was he trying to shove it out or was that accidental?
I think he got into the switch flip back tail wrong, so anything that he did after that was all extra credit.
Kelvin needs an 8.6 to regain the lead from Nyjah. He doesn't get it.
It's funny to be in second place and sack the rail because you're trying to get in first just going into finals. Like, you didn't need that fall.
Nyjah.
Now we get to watch Suchu in between goes.
Yeah, we do. Let's take a look at the final results. These are the 8 skaters going to the final here at the 2019 SLS World Tour London stop. Nyjah Huston with a 35.1, followed by Kelvin Hoffler's 34.9, and then Shane O'Neill, Manny, and Louie. And congratulations to monsters making the cut. Sora Shirai just squeezing in 8th place. He's going to the finals, an absolute SLS rookie. See Nyjah Huston there celebrating, and this is Deshaun Jordan, highest scored trick, 9.5. Board slide up to fakie 50-50. Congrats, Deshaun Jordan. So that is going to do it for the semi